guys, so as you can see, I've got these headlights. It's from a Toyota Tazz. It's from another Toyota Tazz. So as you can see, this one is already taken apart. I generally don't do this where we take the headlight apart, because for the most part, you know, we got to make sure that when we put this back, that the glue, you know, is softened enough that we're going to push it. And obviously we must make sure that the glue on the actual mold is pliable enough, and so that it bonds, so that there's no condensation that happens on the inside. But with that being said, the plan for this detail is we're going to sand on the exterior and on the interior, because you guys can see there's a lot of oxidation on the inside as well on the outside. So, and then I'll actually just did like a small little cut here. You guys can see like there, just a very light cut. You can see there's like a lot of oxidation. It's not as clear, but if you look on the inside, the camera won't pick it up though, but we can see why the owner requested that I take, you know, the lens off and clean from the inside, because we can definitely see that there's a lot of oxidation happening on the inside. So the process with this, if you are going to do this, guys, my suggestion is this is one of those situations where you're gonna have to take your time when you are busy heating up this glue. You don't want to be too impatient. You know, when you pry this open and you crack this, oh, I don't know if that came through, but you don't want to crack the housing at any point. And you also don't want to apply too much heat that you actually start to damage the mold, that it just, you know, it tears open. So the goal here is, and what I did with this side is I literally just, I went over it and I just touched, you know, like it gets warm, put the screwdriver in, and I used a pick along with a file, and then I just gently pry it till I can see it's moving, and then once it's out here, then I just flip it over, do the same thing on this side, flip it over, and you'll feel when you know, okay, now you can actually pull the whole thing apart. So if you are going to do that, that is my suggestion, that you go about it doing that way. Otherwise you do run the risk of, you know, even if you go too quickly, that you can crack the actual lens, the polycarbonate plastic. So you don't want to crack anything, you don't want to break anything, so please do take your time. Hey guys, so yeah, I'm happy with this headlight. It looks amazing. It looks 10 times better than what it was before. And I understand why the customer requested this to be done. The headlights look good. As you guys saw, I coated on the inside and the outside of the lens, so to you know, to have as much life out of these headlights still to really start to give in. But I'm happy with the outcome. Only thing was, if you guys saw in that one scene, it's just here and here. There's very light, like ever so light cracking, and I didn't want to sand it even further because remember there's a lot more heat on the inside because of the bulb. So I didn't want to sand because when I was polishing I could see it, and you know I can chase after it by sanding and whatnot. But remember, sanding we continuously taking away at micron level, so I didn't want to make anything go worse. So I just polished it, and then obviously I coated on the inside. So that's just going to stay like that. It's not going to spread any further. But otherwise, the actual headlights look amazing. I did a light polish on the inside. I didn't want to polish too hard because I could see where it was burnt on the inside over there. When I took the light polish, just to, like by hand, just to kind of clean up, I could see that it was, you know, if I carried on, I would take off this, the actual aluminium or the shiny part, and obviously you need that for the light to reflect. That's why you have the bulb there with like a cone. So light goes that way, bounces off here, and then obviously goes wider. So you don't want to mess that up. So I just gave it the light clean as much as possible. So no doubt the light output will be amazing for the customer going forward. Any questions, anything you'd like to ask or comment on, please let me know in the comment section below. And as always, and most importantly to you and your loved ones, please stay safe out there. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.